Hi, it's Annie, and today let's talk about imposter syndrome. It's that feeling like everyone around you knows what they are doing, and you're here just winging it. We all been there, right? In those random everyday moments where suddenly, out of nowhere, you feel like, oh wow, I really don't belong here. So maybe it's at a dinner party, meeting new people. You're standing there, smiling and nodding, but inside you're thinking, I don't know what to talk about. Am I smiling too much? Why am I here? Or how about this one? You at work, and everyone's tossing around ideas in a meeting, and you're like, please don't ask me to share, please don't ask me to share. Or the classic, scrolling through social media, and you're seeing all of these accomplished people with their amazing lives, and you're just sitting there like, okay, everyone else is apparently crushing it. Here I am, trying to remember if I even did laundry this week. Something like that. Imposter syndrome doesn't wait for big moments. It shows off in the tiniest, most ridiculous parts of our day. Like you're in the group chat with your friends and everyone is sharing their latest achievements or maybe marriage plans. And you start to feel like, oh, maybe I should just quietly sit here and say nothing. It's like no matter what, there's always this little voice saying, are you sure you belong here? It's just like you at the gym, right? Trying to do your workout, and suddenly you're hyper aware of everyone around you. You must be thinking, wow, everyone else look like they know exactly what they're doing. And I'm over here trying to remember which way to hold the dumbbell. Imposter syndrome even hits at the gym. If that not proof is everywhere, then I don't know what is. And don't even get me started on the professional events or networking situations where you are talking to people who seem so confident and you're just hoping that they don't realize that half of what you know is from Google or YouTube tutorials. When I started freelancing, I felt all of that. Time 10. I was entering a field where there are tons of pros who have so much experience, and here I was, self taught, figuring it out, and I went. Like, I didn't have a fancy marketing degree back then because I studied different major in university. So I learned digital marketing by diving in, doing the research, and honestly, just getting my hands dirty with actual projects. But even though I had the basic down, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was missing something. I just kept thinking, like everyone else probably has some next level knowledge or secret techniques that I don't know. Like, what if they have some magic trick that make them a real professionals? And here I was, just with the basics. And then came my first digital marketing project, and I was excited, but that imposter syndrome always was loud. I'll be up at night thinking, what if they expect some next level stuff that I just don't know? But instead of letting it freeze me, I just pushed through, did the best I could, and trusted that my hard work would speak for itself. And then I found the biggest secret that maybe everybody feel this way. Seriously, even people who's been doing this for years. It turns out most people, even if they are newbies or professionals, deal with the same doubts. They might wonder if they are as good as people think, if they are missing some critical knowledge. And that make me think, okay, if everyone else is worried about being good enough, then maybe I'm right where I need to be. And then I realized the imposter syndrome isn't a sign that you are not good enough. It's actually a sign that you are growing. You're stretching yourself and you're pushing your own boundaries. Well, people who stay comfortable, they don't feel imposter syndrome. But the one who keep evolving, who are actually making moves, they feel it all the time. So instead of fighting imposter syndrome, I started using it as my motivator. I thought if I'm feeling like I'm not good enough, then why not take that energy and use it to level up? And I call it my imposter fuel. Every time that doubt creeps in, I take it as my cue to learn something new, to research a bit deeper, and to push myself to improve. So when I had those moments of what if I'm missing some piece of knowledge? So then I would take it as a challenge to find that knowledge. So I would dive into online courses, I would watch tutorials, study my clients' competitors. It was like, alright, imposter syndrome. If you're going to hang around, then I'm going to make the most of it. And you know what? The more I did that, the more my confidence grew. So not because the imposter syndrome vanished, but because I could see that I was putting in the work. I was proving to myself that, yeah, I actually do know what I'm doing. So one of my biggest win, a few months in, after I've been taking on projects and putting myself, I decided to ask for a raise. I mean, I was delivering result, so why not? So I would put in the work and leveled up my skills, and I knew what I was worth. And I'll be honest, it felt incredible to stand up and say, yes, I deserve this. And guess what? They agreed. And that was the moment where I finally saw that imposter syndrome for what it was. Just a little voice trying to make me small. But I wasn't about to let it win. So here is my advice for anyone who is dealing with this imposter syndrome. Well, don't wait for it to disappear. Well, use it. Let it be the thing that pushes you to improve, that try you to show up at your best. When you feel that doubt, just remember, it's not just you. Everyone feels it, even the experts. The key isn't to be fearless. The key is to keep moving forward, even when you feel like an imposter. And trust me, you are already better than you think. So tell me, have you ever felt like an imposter? Let's share our stories in the comments. And if you're here for more real talk and freelancing tips, don't forget to hit subscribe. And see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.